your dad?
Chris Ward.
Who is he?
He is crazy, rambunctious. He's also a legendary surfer. He's just a big inspiration to me.
San Clemente, when I was growing up, small space, small town, a lot of surfers. Everyone wanted to be a part of the ambiance, the whole energy here. It's such a good way of life. We wake up in the morning, check the waves, find a spot to surf, and we don't really need to leave our town because there's so many waves in this town. Andy would come here, Andy Irons would come here just to be around the energy. Andy would come and get me every morning. Let's go to Lowers, let's go to Lowers. And then he'd stay at his hotel down the street. We'd go to his gym in his hotel and be like, okay, let's get pumped. And then an hour later, we'd go get Starbucks and run down the trail and surf down there all day. Yeah, growing up in San Clemente really taught me the ropes. Growing up here and surfing the pier really taught me a lot because this is like their stomping grounds. Like, this is where Archie and Dino checked it every morning. They were out there every morning, either here or T Street. I'd come down here every morning, either be me and my bro or by myself with a backpack with food and a bunch of snacks, you know, just to spend the whole day down here and watch these guys and surf with the pros back then. You learn a lot from your elders and your peers, and they were the ones for me, like Dino and Archie, the Fletchers, McNulty's. I looked up to them. Yeah, those are the good old days.
Chris Ward! Suck butt!
I first met Chris when we were kids. We were about 14, 15 years old. We were friends, and then I went to a different school, and he was traveling, and so we fell out of touch, and then we ran into each other again. We just kind of started hanging out again, dating, and everything else kind of unfolded from there.
We had it all every morning.
As a teenager, he was very confident, a little bit wild, you know, he'd have different colored hair, shaved head. Kind of one of those kids that didn't have a whole lot of rules at home, so he kind of got away with a lot.
Chris and I were just like pretty rambunctious, kind of wild kids, and we didn't have much rule of our lives. Our parents kind of let us run free, and I think that contributed to us just having a lot of fun, a lot of good times on the road. You know, we were 15, 16, 17 years old, and just traveling around the world together and just going for it, having a good time. Like, we're like, wow, we're in foreign countries, we can drink. This is sick. Let's have a drink. And that's what me and Wardo love to do, is just get shacked and kind of be wild kids.
That took way too long, you.
He was very mature. Yeah, he's very mature, and I was just this little 90-pound whimple waffle. He gave me nationals when I was young. Young guy with a big style.
You know, I was 43 on this, but cancer, brain cancer.
When we were together, his father was diagnosed with brain cancer, and so here Chris was not only, you know, taking off on his career. I think a lot of people, you know, they forget about that, what this kid was going through.
He had a lot on his plate. He was like pretty much surfing not only because he loved it, it was because he was taking care of his family and starting his own. So it was a lot to handle for him.
At such a young age, he was kind of supporting two families, taking care of Hugh and Mom, and of course Jackie and Malia. You know, he had a lot of people that he was responsible for.
When Malia was born, I was a few months shy of my 18th birthday, and Chris was 19.
It was kind of a really big point in my career too, and people were kind of like oh, standoffish, like, oh, are you sure that's going to be good for, I mean, it didn't matter because she was mine.
You know, I think with him, you know, being on that path, you know, with all the sponsorships and the surfing and that, it's like that, yes, you have everything kind of set up for success, but then back home, it was a mess.
With my dad, you know, having wild times, a lot of it, he kind of shows me sometimes what not to do. I kind of learned from his mistakes and, you know, not be as wild as him.
Oh, slow down. I can't see, Chris. I can see. Chris.
Try to stay more grounded, I guess.
Nice out.